From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News for Friday, July 4, 2025. I'm Curlin Brown. Today is the 52nd anniversary of one of the oldest surviving regional organizations in the developing world, and Jamaica's Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, has, of July 1, assumed chairmanship of the Caribbean Community and Common Market Caricom. Here is more in this report from Dressel Mills.
As Jamaica prepares to host the 49th Heads of Government meeting of Caricom in Montego Bay under the theme People, Partnership, Prosperity, Promoting a Secure and Sustainable Future, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says his chairmanship will focus on delivering a safer, more resilient and economically empowered region, as delegations from the remaining 14 Caricom member states are expected to be in attendance for an occasion that will also include a high-profile security expo.
Safety and security are the bedrock of stability and growth. Over the next 6 months, Caricom will intensify its efforts to dismantle criminal networks that threaten our communities and undermine the rule of law. We are declaring a war on criminal gangs and transnational organized crime with a clear message. Their illicit activities and acts of terror will not be tolerated.
Caricom's main role is to promote economic integration and partnership among its members. And while some may fear the potentially disruptive impact of AI, Dr. Holness highlighted the need to embrace and jump on board the global shift to digital technology, as it has the ability to drive economic growth, enhance public safety, and improve quality of life.
We will work to ensure that AI and other emerging technologies are harnessed in ways that align with our values, promoting inclusion, fairness, and data privacy. This is not just about keeping pace with global trends, but more so about empowering our people to compete and thrive in the digital age.
According to the Caricom chairman for small islands and developing states, climate change, however, remains a top priority for a geographic space often on the end of severe weather-related disturbances that can destroy infrastructure and impact regional food security. The agricultural sectors across the region are being urged to eat what we grow what we eat, an initiative that Jamaicans are familiar with.
Our Vision 25 by 2025 initiative will remain a priority as we work to ensure food and nutrition security by empowering our agricultural sectors to eat what we grow and grow what we eat.
Dr. Holness adds that Caricom will continue to press the international community to follow through on its climate finance commitments. Dressel Mills, CVM News.
Months without a drop, that's the heartbreaking reality for residents in Trinityville, St. Thomas, who say they've been living without piped water for several months. They've now resorted to buying trucked water or using unsafe river sources, and that's taking a toll. Our reporter Akeem Oret has more.
What we want? Water! What we want it now!
It has been months since clean water flowed through the pipes in Trinityville, St. Thomas, and with its absence, many depend on trucked deliveries instead, but that comes at a cost, one many cannot afford. For residents like Kimberly Thompson, it has become unbearable.
This is a farming area. The economic condition is not so great. So imagine having to buy a drum of water for $600 while you have so many rivers in the area. No residents have come out this morning because we want water in the pipes. We want running water in the homes. We want water that can take care of the domestic needs.
People's National Party caretaker for the constituency, Hubert Williams, says enough is enough and is calling for immediate action and long-term change.
We can't accept this anymore. 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, no water in the pipe. No water to drink, no water to cook, no water to wash clothes, no water to heave a flush toilet. My God, man. We can do better than that. We must do better than that as a nation. We must do better than that as a constituency. I am saying time come for our people to get water.
One elderly resident says she has been without water for 2 months and had to turn to the nearby river, but even that poses dangers.
We have babies. We have this elderly sick. We cannot go to river. The river don't safe. It must have face. It must have our skins. We need water. What is happening? We cannot get water.
The residents who accuses the National Water Commission of cutting off the water says without it, there is no life.
If we are going to say to people that water is life and we don't have water, then we don't have life. So that is what we're about. We want water.
As the sun beats down and the pipes remain dry, the people of Trinityville continue their chant, a cry for something as basic as water. Akeem Oret, CVM News.
And there's mounting frustration in the town of Lucy Hanover as residents demand urgent attention to a major drain running through the heart of the township. Again, Akeem Oret has the details of that story.
Discontent is growing among residents and business operators in Lucy Hanover over what they say is blatant neglect of main drain. The large drain, which cuts through the vicinity of Lucy Market, the police station, bus park, and the municipal corporation, is now reportedly clogged with garbage, stagnant water, and thick shrubs. Residents describe the current condition as a breeding ground for disease, warning that it poses a major health hazard and a growing threat to the commercial landscape. They also say the drain, which is wide enough to accommodate heavy equipment, was designed to channel runoff into the sea. However, with the ongoing blockage and lack of maintenance, the fear is now that a heavy downpour could cause significant flooding, damaging shops, market stalls, and possibly residential areas. When CVM News contacted the Lucy Municipal Corporation for comment, officials claimed the drain does not fall under their jurisdiction. They pointed instead to the Member of Parliament for the area. One source later clarified to CVM News that these types of main drains are known as venture gutters, and responsibility for them lies within the National Works Agency and the MP. It was further explained that while the NWA typically oversees the cleaning of such drains, funding must be secured from the MP's allocation before any work can proceed. For now, residents say they are left in limbo, demanding immediate action before a preventable disaster unfolds in their town. Akeem Oret, CVM News.
Jamaica tourism industry continues to soar, closing out 2024 with 4.5 million visitors arriving on the island's shores despite economic challenges, airlift restrictions, geopolitical issues, and extreme weather events. But Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett regards this as a flat compared to 2023.
For proper context, it is important to note that 2023 was a tremendous year of growth for Jamaica as the year before, with an 8% increase in arrival that exceeded all expectations. So against that high benchmark, our 2024 performance, while essentially was flat, demonstrates the underlying strength of our tourism product amidst considerable global headwinds.
The minister says there are plans in place to expand the tourism industry, such as opening what he considers a new casino zone for Jamaica.
Just here, a little way from us at Lilliput, we're going to be going later in this month for a Moon Palace mega hotel, 33 stories. And beside it is where Hard Rock will be, and this is going to be the casino zone of Jamaica.
He also promises to improve wealth creation and growth. By creating new legislation to encourage local entrepreneurs to meet the high demand of local goods and services. The ministry continues to expand its efforts to increase productivity, with Senator Delano Seavright appointed to leave the focus on increased linkages between the sector and wider economy.
The Prime Minister and I have sat and discussed how do we enable a structural arrangement that will not only give confidence to the investors in the supply side, but will also provide a framework within which they can operate.
Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
Some more news coming out of Lucy Hanover. This time, residents of Malcolm Heights will be benefiting From a renovated recreational facility, the construction features a sports field and a multipurpose court. The construction was unveiled on Thursday.
Healthy, happy community, it transforms into better workforce.
A healthy community ensures a healthy workforce. That's the message from Chairman for the Destination Assurance Council, Richard Wallace, who addressed community members at the unveiling of the upgraded community recreational facility in Malcolm Heights, Hanover. This construction is part of the Tourism Ministry's Spruce Up Jamaica project, aimed at revitalizing communities. Wallace explains this facility serves as a catalyst for health education.
This project was identified as a critical space in need of rehabilitation, serving not only as a recreational hub, but as a driver of health, education, and economic development in the community. Ms. Davis emphasized that investing in spaces like this contributes directly to building resilient, vibrant, and healthy communities. This initiative is not just about physical upgrades. It's about creating safe, engaging environments that uplift our youth and strengthen community bonds.
He's optimistic the Hanover tourism workforce will benefit from facilities of this kind. He explains that prioritizing the well-being of Hanover community members will help to sustain the Negril tourism product.
Hanover provides 16% of the over 12,000 workers to Negril. And so we are very much invested in the well-being and the, and safety of our workers. This projects like this, even though they're not directly in the tourist area, or it is in the area where our employees live, and so that makes it critical to the product, to the tourism product.
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the construction inspires hope and purpose in the community, and he believes it gives community members the opportunity to connect with each other and develop their skill sets.
Today is about a young girl, for example, who is going to learn discipline and leadership on the netball court. It is about the young man who will come here to train not just his body, but his mind. It is about the grandparents who can't walk up here and watch a game, but can sit by and laugh and love and reconnect with their neighbors as they sit in the stands that are around the netball and volleyball court.
Member of Parliament for Western Hanover, Tamika Davis, describes the initiative as an investment in the welfare of young Hanover residents. Daniela McLaughlin, CV